friends, welcome back to my channel Education with Nitya. As I told you in my last video, today I am going to take you the first chapter in the Collins book, that is Learn to Explore of Grade 5. Before starting with the video, let's see a beautiful quote of Dr. APJ. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So kids, if you're educated, then you can educate others also. So please, while learning, don't just do it as a study. Please go through the concepts and understand it clearly. Then only you can apply it in your life. So please study the concepts clearly. So have a great day, friends. Now let us move into the video. First chapter in this Collins book is about growing new plants. In this chapter, we are going to see about reproduction from seeds, germination of seeds, seed dispersal, other ways in which plants reproduce, and what are the things we are going to do in agriculture. So, first, let us see the reproduction from seeds. Mostly the growing of plants is from seeds. So today let us see about what is reproduction, how plants reproduce through seeds. So first let us see what is reproduction. You all know that reproduction is the process by which living things produce their own kind is called reproduction. Then the main reproduction of plants is through the seeds. First let us see the structure of a seed. In last year you have learned about what are the single seeded fruit, few seeded fruit, multiple seeded fruit, and what are the functions of roots, shoots, leaves, like that and all. But this year you're going to study about the reproduction in plants. So here you can see the structure of a bean seed. The outer coat which you see here is called the seed coat. What's the use of the seed coat means? This seed coat protects the seed and the baby plant inside. So there is a hole in the seed. You can see this hole is called hilum. Through this hole the water enters through the seed. Beyond this hilum, that is under the hilum, you can see a scar over here. The scar is the place where the seed is attached to the fruit or the vegetable. So here you can see the outside structure of the seed, and this is the inside structure of the seed. So after removing the seed coat, you can see two fleshy white part, that is called the cotyledons. Depending on this cotyledon, the plant is divided into two types, that is the monocotyledon which has only one seed, and dicotyledon which have two cotyledons. This other name for this cotyledon is also called as seed leaves. So this only I have explained you already. The outer covering of the seed is called the seed coat. You can see the seed coat here. This is the seed coat. And the water enters through the seed through a hole that is called the hilum. So you can see after removing the seed coat, you can see the cotyledons. Based on this cotyledons, again the plant is divided into two types. That is the dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Dicotyledons have two cotyledons. You can see two cotyledons inside. Examples for that are peas, beans, and pulses, or the examples of dicotyledons. And monocotyledons have only one cotyledons. Examples for this are maize, wheat, rice, etc. In the coming slide, show you the pictures of this dicotyledons and monocotyledon plants. So coming into the next slide, here we can see what is germination. Germination is the process by which a seed produces a baby plant. The other process of reproduction in plants includes cutting, grafting, etc. That we'll see in our next video, upcoming videos. So here, what are the conditions that are required for germination? Or there are three conditions, that is, the seed should require proper amount of water, air and favorable temperature. If these three conditions are satisfied only, the seed will become a baby plant. If these conditions are not proper, then the seed is waste only. It can't grow into a baby plant. So these three conditions are necessary for a seed to become a baby plant. So next we are going to see the monocotyledons and dicotyledon plants. Kids, now let us see some examples for monocotyledons. Actually, corn is an example for monocotyledon. You can see the hilum is present over here in corn. Corn is a monocotyledon plant. Some other examples for monocotyledon are, this is wheat. Wheat is also a monocotyledon, and rice. These are the examples for monocotyledon. Some other examples are grass, banana. All these seeds are monocotyledons. So let's coming into the dicotyledons. Channa is a dicotyledon. You can see after soaking channa for 8 hours, if you take it out the seed coat, you can see 2 cotyledons inside. So channa is an example for dicot. Similarly, cowpeas, we'll call karamani in Tamil. So cowpeas is also an example for dicotyledon. So here you can see the hilum over here. So behind the hilum you can see a scar where the seed is attached to the fruit. So this is an example for dicotyledon plant. Next, peas is an example for dicotyledon. In peas also you can see 2 cotyledons. After you remove the seed coat, you will see 2 fleshy parts. So that is called seed leaves. So peas is also an example for dicotyledon. Now let us see the important differences between the dicot and the monocot. Here you can see an example of corn seed here for monocot. So it has only one cotyledon. So corn is an example for monocotyledon. In monocotyledon plants you can see fibrous roots. So in monocotyledon plants you can see fibrous roots. So in beans and all you can see 2 cotyledons. So beans is an example for dicotyledon. So here only one cotyledon is present. Here 2 cotyledon is present. In monocot the root is fibrous root, whereas here you can see only one cotyledon. Here 2 cotyledons. In monocot the root system is fibrous root system. So in dicot you can see the taproot system. You have already studied in the last year about the fibrous root system and the taproot system. So you know the difference, right? Here in the vascular bundles, here it is scattered in monocot, whereas in the dicot it is ring-like structure. You can see here it is arranged in the form of the ring. Actually, banana is an example for monocotyledon plants. In banana you can see parallel veins. So banana is also an example of, see, this monocot has parallel veins, whereas net-like veins are present in the dicotyledon plants like beans and all. So flowers also you can differentiate. Actually banana flower you can see inside one flower there is multiple flowers will be there. So that is an example for monocotyledons. But in dicotyledons you can see 4 or 5 petals. So this is the difference between the monocot and dicot plant. Here I show you the picture of monocotyledon plant, corn. Here you can see the corn seed coat. Actually the hilum is present over here. Yeah, here in monocotyledon corn the hilum is present over here, and you can also see the parallel veins in monocotyledon plants. You can see parallel veins and fibrous root system. Here in bean plant there is only one cotyledon. Here in beet plant 2 cotyledons will be there in the bean plant. Here you can see the veins are net-like veins will be there, and the taproot system will be there. And the flowers also you can see here in monocotyledon we can find multiples of 3, but in the dicotyledon we can find 4 or 5 like that. So this is the difference between the monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Kids, you can do an activity also in this. You can collect some seeds and you can also try to find out whether it is a monocotyledon or dicotyledon, or otherwise you can collect the leaves of the monocotyledon and dicotyledon plants and you can put a herbarium sheet over that for that, so that you can understand easily the difference between the monocotyledon and dicotyledon. So please kids, if you are interested, you can do that activity in your home and you can see it, so that you can easily identify which all plants are monocotyledon and which all plants are dicotyledons. I will try to show you an example in the upcoming videos so that you can understand. So I will show you the seeds. I will soak the seeds. I will remove the seed coat and show you in the upcoming videos so that you can easily understand. This is also, you can see the seed coat. This is the monocotyledon. This is the dicotyledon plant. How it's arising. They have shown this and all. You will see this and all, kids, you will study in higher classes. But for us, till for 5th grade, about what and all I have taught you about the seed structure, that is enough. But when you go to the higher classes, you will study all about this radical, embryo and all. You will study in higher classes. Coming into the next slide. Here I have shown you the picture. I took this picture from that Collins book only. So it's little visible or not, I don't know. So I will show you. I will just zoom it and show you. Here you can see the seed of a bean. So germination, I told you what is germination already. Germination is the process by which a baby plant is produced from a seed. So here we can find what is germination. So germination, how germination begins? What is the first stage of germination? Here they have given. Germination begins when water enters the seed. When you put the seed in the water enters through the hilum. I told you, right? Already the water enters through a hole in the seed called hilum. So water makes the seed coat soft. When the water enters through the hilum, it will make the seed coat so much soft, thus enabling the seedlings to come out. So air provides oxygen for the need to breathe and sunlight provides, I told you already, 3 conditions required for germination. What and all? That is the air, the water and the required temperature. So where did we get the temperature? It is through the sunlight. So when the seed get all these 3, then the seed is ready for germination. So sunlight provides warmth for seed to grow. In any of this condition is missing, the seed will not germinate. I already told you that if any of these 3 conditions are missing, then the seeds can't germinate. Here you can see the root grows out first. If you soak the seed and if you for 4 or 8 hours and keep it in a place where it gets proper water, sunlight and air. So you can see first the root only comes. You can check it through your experiment. You can take a seed, you can soak it and you kept in a proper place where it can get water, sunlight and air. So that you can see in the second stage the root grows out first. Here they have mentioned. So the root grows out first. You can see here the root grows out first. Then the third process is, then the shoot grows. After the root comes, then after some times the shoot will arise. The root grow downwards. You all know. Then once the root starts growing, then the shoot grows. Then the root grows downwards. You all know that root grows downward in the soils and lengthen with the time. The plant grows outwards. The plant carry out photosynthesis. The photosynthesis process you have already studied in the last year. What is photosynthesis? In the presence of sunlight and with the help of water and air, the plants will going to prepare their food on its own. That process is called photosynthesis. So plants prepare their own food, that also you have studied. So they are called autotrophs. They are capable of synthesizing their own food, that and all you have studied in earlier classes. Then after that, the 5th stage, the shoot grows into a small baby plant. After that it will hold leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. So earlier you have studied the functions of roots, shoots and leaves. Leaves functions is carrying out photosynthesis process, transpiration process or the functions of the leaves, and roots will carry the minerals and water to the shoots, and one of the shoots function is to take this water and minerals to all the leaves, buds, flowers, and they will give the nutrition supplements to all the other parts. So that's all about today's video. In this video we have seen the structure of the seed, then how the germination process takes place, what are monocotyledons, what are dicotyledons, and I have shown you the difference between the monocotyledons and dicotyledons, and I have shown some examples for monocotyledons and dicotyledons. So make sure you are thorough with the concepts, and some words which are difficult you make a note of it. That is the hilum, which is the hole in the plant. So cotyledons, monocotyledons, dicotyledons, seed leaves. What is the other name for seed leaves? So other name for seed leaves is cotyledons. Like this kind of terms you can put a note on it and you can refer the book and go through it, so that it will be useful for you in the future class. So thank you kids for watching the videos. So if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment box. I will just go through and clear your doubts. So have a great day kids. Thank you.